Because faith is really not knowing something with your mind. Faith is entrusting yourself to a relationship. So I think the best analogy for faith is like the day I said to Sandy, I, David, take you, Sandy, to be my lawfully wedded wife. And the pastor said to me, David, do you take Sandy to be your wife? And I said, I do. And in that moment, I wasn't thinking new thoughts. I was making a new commitment.
Yeah.
And in making that commitment, I'm choosing to trust another person to be in relationship with that person. So faith is really about that choice. It's about an act of trust. Mm-hmm. Now, the question is, who do I trust? Mm-hmm. Put it into a financial world. Should I trust a person who's going to take my money and abscond with it, a fraud? Or do I entrust my money to a person who's reliable, who will get me a good return, And so when I make a commitment of trust, there's a secondary question in the background. Is it smart to trust this person, or should I be trusting that person, right? So faith, the act of trust, and thought, the understanding that is the background of that choice, are not oppositional.
No.
They're complementary.
Yeah.
And this is why I think this whole idea, the question of the day, does it make sense to be a Christian, is a perfect question, because it's bringing into relationship the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, and the act of following. Mm. There are plenty of people who have all the knowledge in the world. I've met some of them in graduate school, and they've never chosen to trust. Mm. And also, I remember my grandmother, who was a very simple person, didn't want to get into the questions, but she trusted. And fundamentally, the question is trust, not understanding. Understanding is the foundation, but the real point of it is to have this relationship. Mm. So, really that sums up, I think, this idea that we shouldn't be afraid of questions. Yeah. Because there's not an oppositional or contradictory relationship between how we think about the world and how we trust in Jesus.